All right, guys, this is Anthony Thornton. I'm here in Atlanta, Georgia, with a bunch of real estate agents. And we're going over the top way to get 50 listing appointments a year, 50 listing appointments. That's about a little bit over one a week. And so we're going to walk through this whole program step by step on how to do it. So we created this document, and I'm going to go through this document. If you guys have any questions, just put them in the chat and we'll answer them in the end. And I know Simone's going to make sure we have everything organized, and I'll be able to answer all your questions. All right, so this is for you guys that do for sale by owners and expireds. I'm going to teach you how to do something a little bit different. Versus just calling them, we want to have a multi-pronged approach on how we actually reach out to for sale by owners, that's what FSBO stands for, and expired listings, right? Because the market has changed, but we've been doing this for a couple of decades and has consistently produced over 50 listing appointments on a yearly basis. So check this out. Here we go. So we have this document here, and if you guys don't know me, I'm with EXP. And if you want more information about EXP, you should definitely see this number here, 678-314-7764. You should reach out to me, and we can talk about it to see if this business platform is something for you. All right, so the hardest part, it says here, of coaching agents is what? Getting them to copy, right? We can put stuff out for years and years and years, and people try to change what we do to make it fit more aesthetically beautiful for themselves, or what they might think that works. But all I can share with you is what has worked and what is working, and what the top real estate agents in the country that do $750,000 or more in gross commission income do on a daily basis. So here's a promise that I'm making to you. We don't train on anything that might work. We don't throw darts at a board. If we train on something like this particular training, it's already proven, being used by the top 1% of the agents in the country and Canada, and also generates a six-figure income. Remember, if you want a seven-figure real estate business, you have to have 7 legs to your real estate business. If you want a six-figure real estate business, you want to get up to at least where you have 3 legs to your business. This is one leg. This is one leg. So luckily for you guys, we've already failed a million times, tried different things, and we boiled it down to what you're going to see here today. And this is amazing. The document that I've attached here is what is actually working. It doesn't matter when you're watching this video, what year it is, what real estate market, that does not matter. So get out of your own head, because when you're in your own head, you're dead. So let's talk about a couple of things. You want to mail a minimum of 100 envelopes out on a monthly basis. What could you expect to receive from that? About a 30% response rate. Now, the number one thing is when you're actually sending mail out, because we all get mail at our house. And some of us open mail immediately. Some of us, like myself, we probably wait a week, week and a half. We just open up mail as we get it. So we have to assume when we mail people that they will not open the envelopes. They will not open them. So we're going to share with you today a very strong technique that gets people to actually open up the envelope. So let's just see what I'm sharing with you here is what's going to be inside the envelope. This is what's going to be inside the envelope. You want to have your Zillow or expired printout, depending on who you're going after. And I suggest that you test both markets. You should do a Zillow campaign and expired campaign. And we want to make sure that you follow what we're doing. Black and white, if you see stuff in black and white, means black and white works. Okay? Don't do it in color if I'm showing it to you in black and white, because I already did it in color. And I spent 6 figures trying to figure this out for decades, and we now have it down to a science. The second thing is you're going to have your database printed out. If you have one, I sure hope you do, of buyers with a handwritten message in black and white. And then if you have any Google, Zillow, Yelp reviews or anything like that, we want those printed out as well. A QR code of a seller or a buyer testimonial, if you have it, and hopefully you have at least one testimonial that you could send out from a buyer. If not, I need you to go get one. And then if you don't know how to create a QR code, you can just go to this website, qrcode-monkey.com. It's totally free, and it takes about 15 seconds. And that's going to be in color. And then your bio is going to be in color, because guess what? You're in color. And then we want to make sure you have 2 business cards. And then the last step, which is the most critical piece to this whole thing, is how do we get people to open up mail when we all get so much junk mail on a daily basis? You're going to do a letter size 10 envelope and put a certified label on. It's going to cost you about $4.60 at the time of recording this training. And you do not want to have a return receipt, because you guys know the mailman's coming to your door with a return receipt. First of all, most of us are not even home when the mailman comes. And the second piece is we're signing it, we're nervous to sign. So why not just let it go in your mailbox without any signature at all? Awesome. All right, so the first thing I'm going to show you here is, this is Zillow. So all you would do is just go to a Zillow site, and you may have to watch this video a couple of times because I'm going to show you what the end result is, and then I'm going to show you the mechanics on how to do it. So you would go to Zillow, and this particular home is $480,000 in Tucker, Georgia. And you would simply just put this X on the screen and right at the top, I have 3 to 7 buyers, because you do. So let's assume you're brand new in real estate and you have no buyers. You just got out of school this morning. This is what you know. Your goal is to do what? Your goal is to be able to show this home at an epic open house system, which is another video that I'm going to do for you guys at another time. Epic open house video on how to do an epic open house. And you'll have more than 3 to 7 buyers show up for this property, even if you don't have any at the time you're watching this. Trust me, you just have to trust me on this. You're going to write down your home is worth more than this. I know you guys hate my handwriting because some of you guys got way better handwriting to me. And some of you guys are going to want to type this and make it look all nice and neat. And I'm going to promise you, if you change anything on here, it will not work. It won't work because I've tried it. And then you're going to say, call or text me. That's my number, right? And your name. And you're going to say, can I bring them by Saturday or Sunday? Okay. Because the number one thing most people are doing when they call for sale by owners is calling trying to get listings. We're calling just trying to do an open house for them. And we're flat out going to tell them we don't want the listing, right? We don't want the listing. Okay. We have a whole nother scripting system on how to do that. All right. So we're going to, but when you call for sale by owners, and you guys that have been doing this and expired listings, that one of the top questions they have is, do you have any buyers? So your answer is always yes. So here's an expired listing that was in, I just went in FMLS, and I'll show you guys where to find these things. And it's the same process. X through the dollar sign, or how much they had it listed for. Your home is definitely worth more than this. Call or text me. Number. Can I bring 3 to 7 buyers by Saturday or Sunday? Yep. You're going to handwrite it out. Do not type this on here trying to look all fancy. It will not work, and you will not have the results that you want. All right, hopefully you guys have a database of buyers. And as you can see, I do. 15,800, as you see here. You're going to put this in the mailing. If you don't have a database of buyers, it's okay. Then you do what? Just leave it out. What we don't want you to do is not to do anything. Okay. But if you don't have a database of buyers, just leave it out. Okay. So if you do, put it in here and make sure you write what I have written on here. Then if you have Google reviews, my God, these are third-party endorsements. Remember, there's a difference between marketing and public relations. Marketing is what? You saying how great you are. Public relations is a third party saying how great you are. So here are 109 people that are saying how great the Anthony Thornton home selling team at EXP is. And so you want to print this out, yes, in black and white. 5-star Google reviews, as I wrote here. Because when people look at your work, other agents are contacting sellers, and they're saying, here's my business card, trust me. We're saying, here's our Google reviews for the team. And if you guys are watching this, you're on my team, you would use this process, right? Because all our team reviews are on here as well. Here's one about Melissa at the top. Working with Melissa is great. She will provide the information you need. She explained everything clearly, answered all my questions, and she speaks Spanish as well. So make sure your clients are getting filling out Google reviews so we can all leverage our team's Google reviews. So here's 109. Google your name, Realtor, and see what people see about you. People will Google you when they find this. So Google your first name, last name, real estate, and you'll see what other people in this world see about you in real estate. So if you don't have something like this going on, then maybe you could get a letter from a past seller. If you don't have any Google reviews or Zillow reviews or any reviews at all, because nobody's taught you how to do this, but now you can see how important it is for you getting listings, because guess what? You're competing against me if you're in the markets that I'm in, and we have hundreds and hundreds of reviews all over the internet. And I feel sorry for you if you go up against me, because we know the end result. All right, call or text me, right? Telling people to call or text, because some people want to call you, but we know we live in a text world. We don't email people. Email does not exist. It is dead, and nobody does it anymore. Here is a QR code. I'm going to show you where I created this in a second. And if you just scan this QR code, it's just somebody saying a bunch of great things about it. So if you guys are in our meeting today, go ahead and put your camera up, and you can see, go on mute on your phone on our meeting and see what people are saying about us, right? You can be able to see this. Check out this, scan the code. I'll make it a little bit smaller for you guys. There you go. And you can see where this goes. We have a website called attclientreviews.com. It's nothing but video testimonials, right? So you should probably do the same thing, because if a seller gets this and they does this and they take out their phone, because we're telling people what to do. It says, take your phone out, press the camera icon and scan this. Don't assume people know how to scan a QR code, even though COVID has helped us out a lot, and we're able to, we're used to doing this. All right. So you can see what website it led to, which was a website full of client reviews. And this is something that we're sending out. Remember, they got this in the mail ahead of time, and they're checking out 109 Google reviews, 50, 60 video testimonials. So by the time we actually contact them about bringing buyers, we told them we have buyers to bring out. We showed them our database, 15,000. We're 30% is the expected return rate on this, but it'll probably be much higher. You guys will let me know. So, all right, so you see that. So even if you only can get one video, it would be worth you having no videos. And if you don't know how to get a video, call your client up and tell them you need to meet them on Zoom. A past client that you have was a seller or a buyer, doesn't matter. And you ask them certain questions that a seller is going to want to hear, like, hey, how is it working with you? What was the experience like before? What about after? How you can show them homes that's not listed on the market, like you can the seller's home who's not listed on the market, because we're talking about for sale by owners and expired listings. They're not on the market anymore. And how you can help people get access to those homes. You can guide this interview, and then you can make this QR code and you'll have the same thing. You could get this done today. All right. The last piece is just your bio, right? And if you are with us at EXP, you definitely should be an express offer certified real estate agent. This is huge, huge, huge opportunity for you, because when you go to meet with this seller, you can actually take an offer with you. Imagine coming, bearing gifts, and taking an offer to a seller who has no offers. If they have no offers, even if your offer is whatever it is, you could take multiple offers to a for sale by owner or an expired listing on your appointment. And your goal is not to list the home, or at least you're saying it's not your goal, right? And so the second piece will be these people will want to list with you. So let's get into, that's the last document, as you see, your bio. Let's get into the step-by-step process on how you would find these. Now, remember what I told you. If I'm sharing something with you, that means it's already worked. I've already done it. I've been doing this for decades. This is guaranteed 6 figures in any real estate market, anywhere you are in the world. And so let's pull it up. Today, we have agents in this meeting from Georgia, Florida, and Michigan, and some other states. So let's just pull up Georgia, the beautiful state of Georgia. And all I did is go to Zillow. I hovered over this buy. I went to for sale by owner, right? I already did this for you guys, just so you know. And I put in the price point of 200,000 to 500,000. Why did I choose that price point? Because 80% of homes in Georgia, that's where they sell at. And I want to go after the 80% of the buyers. So when I get this home and I do the Epic Open House system and either get the listing, I want to be able to sell it to 80% of the market. Okay. We also know that most people want a 3-bedroom or more. And then the home types that I selected were houses, townhomes, multifamily. Somebody might want to buy investment properties, or condos. I left off land, lots, and apartments and manufactured. But these are probably the 4 main types that you have in your market. So these are for sale by owners. I just chose a county in Georgia. I happen to live in Gwinnett County, so I chose that. You can choose any county you want, right? Wherever's closer to you, and multiple counties. Now, based on a selection criteria that I chose, there are 19 listings here that are for sale by owners between 200 and 500,000, that are 3 bedrooms or more, that are single family condos, attached or detached, or multifamily homes. Okay, so let's just take a look at a couple of them. You tell me. We have a home here in Norcross, Georgia, and I know we have people here in Norcross in our meeting that just dropped the price 2 days ago by $15,000. $15,000. So let's take a look at this home. And if somebody drops their home price by $15,000, it's probably somebody we needed to call yesterday, right? It's a vacant home. It lets you know what they need to sell, because they're just paying heat, electricity, and utilities on a home that's vacant, right? You would use our scripting, and as you can see here, every single for sale by owner's home is, this is for sale by owner. The owner's telephone number is here. Okay. How much does this cost you? Absolutely nothing. Okay. Here's the property owner's telephone number. And what you're going to have in here also will attach our scripting on what you would say when you would call them. Okay. It's a 7-figure scripting. All right. So this person, as you see, this home, $365,000, pretty nice home. If you're in the meeting right now and you're saying, hey, I know a buyer who might want to like this home right now, go ahead and just type in the chat like, yeah, this looks like a pretty nice home on $365,000, right? I live here, and it's in a great area in Norcross, Georgia. So as you're looking at this, I want you guys to understand something. There's a bunch of real estate agents across the country that historically just repeat what they hear from other real estate agents, like what? There's low inventory, right? There's no low inventory. The only low inventory is based on how you have been trained on how to find properties. This is just one website of 21 different websites that I could show you guys where properties that are not listed on MLS are available. So there's only a shortage of homes for sale if you're searching MLS. And I can promise you this, because there was a report that came out in the Inman report, and they interviewed millennials who said they no longer need to work with us real estate agents, because all we're doing is showing them homes they can find on their own, right? So we specialize in helping people find homes that's not listed on MLS, and now you can. This is just one way to do it. All right. So you would use a script, you would contact this person, and you would also send out the mailing that I just showed you. So here's some people we got in Jacksonville, Florida, the beautiful state of Jacksonville and city of Jacksonville, Florida. Same situation. Homes are a little bit cheaper there. 200,000 or better, 3 bedrooms or more. Type of homes are going to be the same. And the reason I'm sharing different cities and counties is because people say, Anthony, this doesn't work where I am. But I promise you, if you go in I don't care where you're watching this video or training from, it works where you are. All right, so here is Duval County, which is one of the major counties in Jacksonville, Florida. We got some amazing agents down there in Jacksonville. And there's 69 homes for sale that are not listed on MLS. And most of you guys are working with 1 or 2 buyers, and you got 69 options, and you're saying it's low inventory. So I want you to know that what you're telling your clients is not fair to them. It's just not true. Okay, it's not true. So there isn't limited inventory. So let's just find a medium price home here. Here's one for $300,000. How about that? Let's look at this one. Looks beautiful. All right, here's one. $300,000. They just dropped the price about a month ago. It's got a swimming pool, brick front. I mean, $300,000 home, Zestimate says it's worth $349. Of course, we're telling every single person their home is definitely worth more than the Zestimate, right? Great. $18 a month HOA fee. Did you guys see that? Wow, that's amazing, right? Been on the market 34 days. Been on the market 34 days. I want to make a point to you. Even if it had been on 1 day, you're still going to follow this process, okay? 1 day. All right. Here's the owner's telephone number. They're begging you to call them because they want to sell this home and they're trying to sell it themselves. But here's a fact. You guys can Google this. Only 8 to 11% of for sale by owners actually sell their own home. Why? Number one, they don't know how to reach buyers before they purchase. The second piece is real estate agents won't show for sale by owners because they do not know how to negotiate their own commission. They don't know how to get their commission from a for sale by owner. So they don't show them. And thirdly, this is just from my experience, they don't even know how to search for them. Okay. And if they do search for them, they don't know how to contact them. But I just walked you through a step-by-step process. All right. So it's the same there. Oakland County, Michigan. Okay. Same difference. There's 49 listings there as well. Okay. Great. Same houses, same beautiful homes. Here's a nice one. Let's find a nice one in the 3s or 4s. Did I pass one? Just a basic home, 3s or 4s. Here's one for $249. Okay, looks like a nice little home. Okay, in a nice little community. Got some beautiful pictures over here to the left. Typical standard Michigan home. Why did I choose Oakland County, Michigan? It's one of the higher priced counties with the best schools. Remember, when you're doing this search, you want to find homes that are going to be easy for you to sell. That's why we're selecting price points. That's why we're selecting certain areas, because you guys, wherever you're watching this video from, you know what areas are going to move faster because of schools, what's happening in downtown, whatever the situation. Same difference here. Okay, same difference here. You can see this home. This is in Michigan. It's been on the market for 13 days. Okay, the guy's panicking. Here's a number to the owner. They're saying, please call me. All right. So this is for sale by owners. There's no shortage. And a third piece, if you are in the EXP business model, we have a 30,000 member referral network. You could actually, even if you didn't live in Michigan, you could call these for sale by owners. You could get listing appointments, and you could go on our referral network and have other agents go do the listing appointment for you and make 25 to 50% off the listing. So just another revenue stream at EXP. All right, here we go. So now let's move on to expired. So if you have any questions, make sure you're typing them in the chat because we're moving away from for sale by owners, and we will answer all your questions at the end. So these are for sale by owners. Now we're getting ready to move over to expired listings. What's an expired listing? A traditional real estate listing that an agent had, they did not sell, and it expired. That's what it is. Everybody's mad at this point. The seller's mad at you. They want to fire you. And most real estate agents have a story on why the home didn't sell because they're probably using traditional real estate models. They're not using our epic open house system. So I just searched Gwinnett County. It's one of the hottest counties in the metro Atlanta area. And I put price 0 to 450,000, 3 bedrooms or more. And there are 43 expired listings. Now I'm going to show you a way to do this for free. And then I'm going to show you a way where you could pay a little bit of money and you could get the same data immediately delivered to your mailbox every day. All right, so 0 to 450. Look at some of these beautiful homes. You'll see what some of them look like. Okay, kind of ugly, but beautiful kitchen there. So let's look at this. 450 expired. Okay. All right. So you look at this home, Brookwood School District. If you looked it up, it's a 10 out of 10 school district. Also in the metro Atlanta area, this is a very good school, sports, education-wise. It's a top school. All right. And you can see that it was on the market for expired 31 days ago. This particular agent could not sell the home. The home is vacant. See this here? They're really mad. Right? They're really mad. They got a vacant home just sitting there. They're paying a monthly mortgage payment on. And the home did not sell. How long was it listed on the market? You guys that know how to work FMLS, you can look in here and look at listing history. Here it is, popping up. Okay, let's see how long it was on the market. All right, been trying to sell this home a whole bunch of different times. Look at this, unbelievable. You can go as far back as 2019. They've been trying to sell this home, July 2nd, 2019, all the way until today, right? 2022. So they've been trying to sell this home left and right. All right, got it. All right, so that's expired listings. Guess what? You don't need the cell phone number of the owner to be able to call the owner, because if this is a smart real estate agent, they probably didn't list the owner's telephone number. They listed their number. And if you guys are doing listings, don't list your seller's telephone numbers down in here, because people like me will call them. Okay, people like me will call your sellers, and once your listing expires, and try to get the listing. But if you don't have the number, what? Remember, we talked about what we're doing, which is our mail out, right? We already know we're doing our mailing. So even if you don't have a person's telephone number, you still have this mailing, and you know that this person will respond. 30% of the people will respond. All right. So now let's find an automated way. All that's free. Now let's talk about the paid ways you can do this. All right. So here's a paid way you can do it. You can go to theredx.com. Let's see what it costs you. Let's see what it costs you. They got different prices for what you want. You can get all kinds of different leads. Look at this. Okay, let me scroll up for you guys. This is available in all 50 states for the most part. Expired listings, $59 a month. Expired plus, whatever that is. You got some extra stuff, right? You don't need all the extra stuff. You just need names, telephone numbers. You got for sale by owners. You got for rent by owners. You got pre-foreclosure leads. All your clients want pre-foreclosures. All right, you got a pre-foreclosure. We have people here who have an expert in selling them. And remember, at EXP, we have what's called express what? Offers. You could get a pre-foreclosure lead, call the person, get a contract with them to hedge against them selling the home at the courthouse steps, upload it to express offers, and take them 3 to 5 offers to their home in about 48 hours. So this is a good tool for you guys also to leverage express offers. If you haven't did express offers training, shame on you. All right, you should be express offer certified. You can have a power line dialer. Cost you, these dollars can call anywhere from 100 people an hour to 300 people an hour. If you have a multi-line, you don't need a multi-line dialer. You only need a power dialer, right? So to be able to do that, here's a preview power dialer, $59 a month. What if you and your office teammate shared this cost? You guys split it 2 or 3 ways. Maybe you guys split up the days of the week that you're going to call. Remember, financial resources will never be your problem. You have to be resourceful. If it was 3 of us that say, hey, we're going to get together and call expired listings and for sale by owners, and we want to use a dollar, why don't each of us pay $20 a month to one person, and we split the dollar, and on Mondays and this time I have it, on Tuesdays or Wednesdays at this time you have it, and we split it up, because we know this, you're not going to call 7 days a week. No matter what you tell yourself, you're going to call probably 1 to 3 days a week at different times, and there's so many different counties that you could call or cities that you could call. You could even split that up amongst people that are in your office or people that are on your team or things of that nature, right? So you're not going to be able to call thousands of people on your own. It's just not going to happen. All right. And then you can get Vortex for free. I guess if you have the dollar, you can call theredx.com and give them a call. It's redx.com, by the way. Also, another dollar that I use, and it's not one better than the other. The only reason I use them is because I've been using Redx for decades. They didn't have a dollar when I started, and Mojo had a dollar. So mojosales.com. I've never used the Redx dollar, but I mean, it's no specialty. A dollar is a dollar, right? They also sell leads as well for rent by owner, for sale by owners, expires, etc. All right. So in Vortex, which is Redx, you can have automatic leads come to you every day. They're going to come here every day. You can click this button, you can click this, check this, and you can download them to the dollar immediately. It automatically goes to my mojo. I can sync it to my dollar, and I can go brush my teeth and get all ready for my day. And then by the time I come back, everything's already moved over to the dollar. And I have 10,569 Atlanta expired listings in my dollar, right? And I can just click a button and start calling 100 to 300 people an hour. In fact, we do this every single day. All right. Also here, I want you to notice something. I'm going to teach you another step. I hope you guys are taking notes. This is, I set this up. Let me show you what I did. I just want to show you the criteria. So I chose my counties. I created a list here. It's called Metro Atlanta, October 2022. Right? This is how I set up my particular profile of the type of business that I want to receive. Right? Listings. It shows me my criteria, 275 to 699. I put this in here. I can put whatever I want. I want to go after the 80% of people that can afford homes. I don't want to spend time on, I'm not telling you can't go on $1 million homes. You can, if that's your marketplace, or you might spend an hour a week going after luxury listings if that's something you want to do, because they're in here. Okay. The type of properties I'm choosing are residential. They got plenty types of properties in here you can choose from, right? Of course, for this training, this is Georgia. I do this in multiple states across the country, right? And then I chose 20 counties. 20 different counties that are in the metro Atlanta area, where I know those prices from 275 to about 500,000 homes are selling. Okay, so that's the criteria I chose. All I did was save it. And so every morning when I wake up, I just turn this on and it brings in all the new expired listings for today. Today's the 24th. It's always going to be one day behind because nothing expired yet today. It will expire. So as you'll see, this one particular popped in this morning. It was from yesterday, expired. The listing expired yesterday. And every real estate agent at Keller Williams and other companies, all the new people at Keller Williams, they call these leads. So let me teach you how to do something different. I've already taught you about the mailings. Now, what if you could take 10,569 people and create a Facebook custom audience, or Google pay-per-click? You could drop all 10,000 of these people into a custom audience, and you could send ads to them about express offers, how to get an offer with no showings on their homes, right? You're in Metro Atlanta or Florida, you know about Mark Spain. This is what he does, right? This is what I do. This is what top real estate agents do. So when they open up their mail, their phone, their Facebook, their social media, internet, ads follow them all around the internet for 18 months. It is very inexpensive to do this. Less than $5 a day. Okay, less than what you pay for lunch. So don't eat lunch, eat PBJ for 30 days and pick up 4 listings. All right, so you will have ads that follow them all around the internet. Some of you guys are saying, well, I don't know how to create a Facebook lead or a Google pay-per-click lead. If you're with EXP, just go into EXP Enterprise. There's a company called Making It Rain, and pay them what they ask you for and tell them this is what you want to do. Give them access to your RedX account, 10,569 or whatever your number is. Tell them you want to create a retargeting campaign, retargeting, because that's what it's called. And then they will set it up for you, and you will have ads following them around. Tell them when you set up the ads and people respond, you want them to go into a CRM, your CRM. We at EXP, we get KV Cores free. So all your leads and responses, these people, when they respond, they will go into your KV Core. You or your inside sales agent will call the lead and you will book an appointment, right? Now, you will book an appointment if you go on a listing appointment. If you have a team, your team to go on a listing appointment. If you're marketing other states like I do in Seattle, in California, in New York, all these different places, and all these leads come in and you're not licensed there, you'll go on our referral network and assign agents to listing appointments and make another revenue stream for yourself. I mentioned that twice. I hope you're picking it up. If I repeat something twice, you should probably think about it. You want to become a millionaire, start doing this in multiple states. Okay. All right, moving on. All right, so now other people say, well, Anthony, what do you mean? So far I've showed you, let's do a recap. I've showed you the letter process, what goes in the envelope. I've showed you the resource on how to find free, totally free for sale by owners and expired listings, right? Free. Okay, you're already getting FMLS because you already paid your monthly $85 a month here at EXP. And here's a paid version. If you don't want to search it every day, you just want it automatically to come to you for whatever the price is. I think it was 59 bucks, right? And so the last piece is, well, Anthony, what do you mean by a certified letter? So this is what you would mail to them. Now, key point, I'm showing you handwritten envelopes. That means you should do a handwritten envelope. Handwritten envelope. Did I say handwritten envelope? Because you should do a handwritten envelope. You shouldn't do a computerized or type envelope for you guys to try to make stuff pretty, because it will not work. Now, some mail houses now have a machine that writes handwritten if you want to do this to thousands of people across your metro city, right? But remember, I told you should do 100. So you should do a handwritten letter. You should just, in the upper left-hand corner, you could just put your address, whatever it is. You don't have to put your name and all that formal stuff. And then you will send them a handwritten envelope. Because when people get a certified letter, and matter of fact, at the time of this video, it's $4.60 per envelope, $4.60. So if you're mailing out 100, you're paying, what is that? $46 a month or $460 a month, something like that. What's a listing worth to you? Even if it costs you $460 a month, one listing is worth minimum, depending on your market, $10,000, right? 30% are going to respond. Out of that 30% that respond, 50% are going to work with you. So now you're down to 15, and then something's going to go wrong with those 15, and now you're closing 7 to 8 deals a month, or you're listing 7 to 8 houses a month, right? So here's how you get to 100 listings a year, right? Even if you only 50% of them sell, you still sold 50 houses at $10,000 a pop. That's $500,000 in GCI. Okay, do the math, reverse engineer it. If you're spending $460 a month, you could make $500,000 a year in gross commission income in any real estate market. Because even if the market goes down and we go back to the catastrophic days of 2008, 2009, this will work even better, because people were definitely trying to sell without losing all their equity, right? And take the money at that time. So even in a good market, will this work? Yes, because certain homes still won't sell. So remember what I said. You want to run a high six-figure real estate business. When I say 6 figures, I'm not talking about $100,000. If you want to run a $250,000 a year real estate business or higher, this must be a leg in your business, and it's only going to cost you $460 a month to do it, right? You're going to call the leads. You have a script. Make sure you know what to say. The third piece is, as you start to put this on steroids, you need an inside sales agent to help you do it. All right. So I hope this has been helpful to you. I hope you execute immensely. And the biggest thing is, if you have any questions, make sure you contact me at this number, 678-314-7764. I'd love to help you and help you blow your business up in any market that you're in. All right. So thanks so much. Have a great day.